Hello, dear friends. A warm welcome once again. The beautiful session that we conduct every day. So today is another beautiful day with a beautiful celebrity, with a beautiful mind, a pure heart, good intentions, out to, interact with the world, to create a difference in everybody's lives, especially the youth, the people who want to just go forward and make a better world. So we have with us our special celebrity and guest, Mr. Thameem Ansari. Am I right, sir? Did I get your
Exactly.
name right?
Perfect.
Yes, dear friends. So I'd like you all to join us today on this special occasion and understand and get to know who are celebrities and what are the ways in which he specializes and reaches out to everyone. What are his expertise? Who is Mr. Thameem Ansari? Let's get to know that. Dear sir, we were very happy when you accepted our invitation. We really felt happy and humbled. Thank you, sir, for accepting the invite.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for reaching out to me. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Dear friends, now I'd like to introduce our guest, of course, officially, of course, with sir's permission. Sir, I take the liberty to introduce you officially. May I?
Sure. Yes. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, dear friends, let's get to know our guest a little more and understand what are the different things that sir is up to, how many feathers he has in his cap, what are his achievements, and how he could be an influencer in your life. How could he be a change maker in your life? So let's check out, dear friends. He is none other than Mr. Thameem Ansari, a tech entrepreneur, learning and development specialist. He's an educator, a great mentor, a wonderful motivator, and a great career and academic counselor. He always concentrates on this part, the experiential learning, and that's what makes the difference. Apart from theory, we really need to concentrate on the experiences we have, and through experiences called as the experiential learning, he focuses on that. Apart from that, gamification, different games, how you could interact and activate your brain cells and activate your everyday life. And apart from that, he is an outbound training specialist. My dear friends, he also specializes in this beautiful thing. Just give me a moment. A beautiful area which is called as the cyber security. That's wonderful, sir. Really, we need to know more about it. He focuses and specializes on cyber security. He's a technology enthusiast, a great blogger, a digital marketer, a business consultant, an entrepreneurship development specialist, a trainer, a career and academic counseling, a counselor or a counseling, master in that, and of course, a wonderful motivator. Apart from that, we'd like to share a little more about our guest because he has something special and unique about him. Mr. Thameem completed a master's degree in science in biochemistry and management from M.H.R.M. Institute or university, you could say, or institution, with an overall work experience of 18 plus years, not only in India, but abroad as well, especially in business operations, training, HR, business development, sales and marketing, safety, especially in the oil and gas manufacturing and construction industry. He's an interior designer as well, great, and facility management solutions. He focuses on that, customer service, and IT and ITES. That sir is going to explain that to us. He is an expert in technical tools like AWS. We need to know the full form from sir. Data analytics, AWS data migration, MS Office, suite packages, specialized in MS, Excel and Power, BI, SAP, and computer networking, and has a flair for conducting behavioral skill, soft skills, and sales training. He is a British Council certified IELTS trainer. Wonderful, sir. That's really great.
Yeah, thank you.
And has been has a keen interest in conducting IELTS, VnA, and business English training. He is an IIPE Canada and Life Academy India, excuse me, that something dropped off my hand, India certified outbound trainer. He has other passions as well, especially in strategic business consulting, and trains on business development, sales and marketing. He also focuses on entrepreneurial development. That is already, we have read that. He is also a leader here. He's a great foodie. That's nice to know. Same here. I'm also a great foodie and has a lead auditor certification in halal and food safety management. He has also been certified in OHSAS and ISO 9001, has conducted audits and training for health, environment, and safety, quality audits at leading manufacturing units. Apart from that, he has a full-time working experience from Bharatiya Airtel Limited, Sutherland Global Services, ETA, Ascon Group, etc. More than 72 business verticals are, a mix of all of them. He has also done various courses and certifications like IELTS, teaching of English as a foreign language, digital marketing, SPSS, Android app development, etc., etc. The list is on. You have so many achievements to your credit. As a gamification and outbound trainer, Thameem has been recognized for conducting several team building programs. He's very good at that across all levels, pan-India, not only in Chennai, not only in Tamil Nadu, pan-India, and of course, internationally also, abroad. Besides that, he is also known for creating content based on need analysis and also for his creative sessions. He is very creative in all that he does. Original work, my friends. It's not imitation or copying from someone or no plagiarism here. He gives us original content. And friends, he is an independent thinker. Yes, that's great. Very disciplined, self-driven, and a self-motivated professional with the ability to lead, to manage, and to motivate not small teams, only large-sized teams. N number of people could come and get, connected with Sir. They could book a session with Sir, and he's able to control a large-sized team and give them the best of what he has. He is also open to learning new things, and at the same time, he is associated with a number of NGOs and conducts awareness sessions on government schemes. Mass career guidance. So he specializes not on one or two or small groups. Mass career guidance he's been doing, training programs, and even helping job placement drives for the socio-commercial causes. And so the list goes on. We'd like to hear it now directly from you.
Sure.
Are the real you? We begin with the interview session to know about you, to let our virtual audience and our guests know who is the real person. May we know, who is the real Mr. Thameem Ansari?
Yeah. So before I begin, I thank you so much for the detailed introduction. Even I felt quite embarrassed for listing out so many things, because you started digging out all that since I did right from my first job. Okay, so everything was in depth that was listed. But if you ask me to explain myself on who I am, I would like to introduce myself as a guide, or probably a tactic guide. So that is what my company caption also goes as. Why tactic guide means I would like to relate one incident that happened in my life, because I was totally interested into computers. I want to do a lot of courses, or probably establish my career in computers. But there was a small negotiation that happened during my college as well as my PG, during my UG and PG, which totally I got distracted, or probably disoriented from my actual career that I want to pursue. That was, if you call it, it could be a silly negotiation, or probably a decision, that I didn't take right on the time. So, and I came back on my track after, I cannot say that's a waste time duration, but still, all those experiences were really helpful for my career growth. But I identified what my actual purpose was after reading the book called as Ikigai. Okay, so Ikigai, and I understood what my purpose in life was, or what my passion was, and I got myself established into the career that I actually wanted to pursue. So that is training and helping people to get to identify what their passion is. So that is how I came up with this caption, the tactic guide. So understanding what people's passion is, and what they desire and what they are best in, and guiding them into their career. So that is how the tactic guide came into existence. And
wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, sir, for that brief intro about yourself. We got to know more about you from you. That's really nice. Dear sir, you've been 18 plus in the industry on the professional, field,
Yes.
or in different domains, in different roles you've been, and that's really wonderful to have yourself extended and branching out in different ways, reaching out to different people, catering to different needs of the society. That's wonderful. So you might have seen people facing a lot of ups and downs. I'm sure you too might have been through a few ups and downs. So how do we get to know from you the best way to de-stress? Because stress is also always going to be a part of our life. What is the easiest way and method to de-stress ourselves?
Sure. I could term this as a $1,000,000 question, because I mean people are carrying a lot of burden. We can call that as unwanted burden. The first thing that I would like people to know is how to differentiate from must have to good to have. Okay, so if they are able to analyze and understand what is that they require and what is that they would like to have. Okay, if there's a very big differentiation, then the stress factor might not be here, might not be there. And I also want people to aspire only for things, I mean, that is something that really want, and not to compare their lives with someone else, because we come across a lot of captions like, I mean, it actually comes a lot many times in the Tamil movies. Your question paper is different compared to the other people. So you cannot write answers for someone else's question paper. So your life is totally different. Though you may look to travel in the same bus on the same boat, everyone has their own issues and challenges. So focus on what is that you require, and work on what is that you really want to achieve, and focus on what makes you really happy. So there are a lot of instances, I mean, that we can share. I mean, going ahead, I mean, I can give you a lot of examples with which, I mean, we can de-stress. And one such thing that I have implemented and applied in my life, and I'm creating awareness among all my trainees and all my students, and I want them to apply this in their life, so that, I mean, their life could be they can have a smooth sail in their life. The thing is, to identify their passion, or if in the sense, try out different things early in their life, or right from schooling. Okay, we got a lot of occasions, we got a lot of skills, and we got a lot of occupational options, okay, or professional options. So try whatever it is, in the sense, I mean, the professionals, I mean, they say, unless you have tried 20 different occupations or 20 different professional exercises, you cannot identify your passion. So keep on trying, keep on venturing into a new styles of work, and one such thing, I mean, that you feel happy, or you feel like doing it again and again, and you're comfortable, and it makes you happy, then that is where, I mean, your life and your career is. And once you start doing that, you won't feel any stress. Okay, so get into a job or get into a career, I mean, that you really feel happy about, and follow that, and you will not have any regrets. And stress, it definitely doesn't come to you when you do something that you really love.
Yes. Perfect, sir. Perfect. When you love something, when you have the passion for something, you will not feel stressed out. And I love the way you put this, sir. Start young, maybe from school
Exactly.
or college. Start young. Do not wait for a particular time. The time is now.
Exactly.
Begin your journey. Lovely, lovely. That's really nice. Dear sir, we'll go a little deeper. We'll take you back memory lane, down
Sure.
memory
Yeah.
lane. We would like to know, how were you when you were a little kid? Were you very shy, calm, quiet, mischievous? What type of a child were you when you were young, a little kid?
Little kid, I mean, I was an adventure loving kid, and I had a lot of migration that happened, I mean, during when I was a child. I mean, I started my nursery education when I was in India, and my father, I mean, he got a job abroad, and we had to migrate to Gulf. Okay, so that's where I got my primary education. So I was there until my 6th or 7th standard. So that's when the Gulf War broke out. Okay, and so I had to repatriate back to India. So I was able to understand two different cultures. Okay, I was able to understand how the Indian culture worked and how people are in my hometown, and I was able to analyze people from different nationals. I mean, Dubai, in the sense, I mean, it's not only Arabs who live there. We have a lot many cultures, I mean, who are living there. I mean, we've got people from across the world, I mean, who migrate for their jobs. So I was able to understand and analyze, I mean, people from different geographical locations. And that actually gave me a lot of insight on what life actually is. I mean, though it was, I was very young, I mean, I was in my sixth or seventh standard. I had a lot of my schoolmates and classmates, I mean, who are from different nationals. So from them, I mean, I got to understand different, in the sense, I mean, that was a portfolio of knowledge, I mean, that I gained from them. And I started researching and hunting for a lot many things, I mean, for which I didn't get the answer. And if you ask me as a kid, I mean, I used to love all the small things, I mean, that are available, I mean, for a kid, in the sense, I mean, if I find something, a small nail, or probably something that is really different or looking unique, or probably some broken piece of toy, I grab it. Okay. And I used to have chest of collections. Okay. I used to collect everything. I mean, my parents, I mean, they used to call me collecting rubbish, but for me, I mean, they were my treasures, they were my trophies. And you won't believe, I mean, when I had to come back from Dubai, I had a load of all this rubbish, I mean, which I actually packed. But
Sir,
since
don't
I,
call rubbish, call it treasure, please. Please
yeah,
call
exactly.
it
Yeah,
treasure.
yeah, definitely. I mean, my treasure. But end of the day, when I landed here, I was shocked to see my treasure bag actually missing. Okay, then I realized, I mean, it was my parents, I mean, who actually took it away from the actual baggage that was there, because I mean, they didn't want the treasure to overweigh, or probably we had a limitation in the baggage, so they didn't want to have a extra baggage allowance, or they want to have it neat and clean. So
How did you feel? How did you feel when you got to know that's not there?
very disappointed, very disappointed. I cried a lot. And when they called, those times, I mean, we didn't have mobile phones. I mean, it was only a landline phone, I mean, which was in some other office, or probably some people, I mean, who had only limited people had access to landline phones. So I'm talking about 90s, 1991. Okay, that's when, I mean, I returned back from Dubai. So I refused to speak to them for some time. Okay, I said I don't want to speak to them. My baggage is missing, and they did not allow me to bring it. So it went on for almost a week or month. Then I wandered across the streets of Chennai. I got used to it, and I saw this place has more treasures than what I had in Dubai. Okay, so I got a lot of because I mean, Chennai is a place where I mean, if you say the international matrix, or the standards, India is one place who or the people don't throw anything as trash, and we reuse anything a number of times. And the Western countries, I mean, I don't want to list the country, they are top in creating trash. So I found a lot of happiness having come back to India. And when I got the opportunity to return back to continue my studies in Dubai, I refused, because I was so happy living here. And I continued my higher secondary, my college, and all other education throughout in India. So that's something, I mean, to say about my childhood. And I was a bit mischief. I used to climb walls, or probably trees, and steal mangoes, and other fruits. So I had a good fun with my neighbors, and my schoolmates and college mates. And this is something which I was not allowed, or probably I didn't get when I was in Dubai, because Dubai was very a country which was completely disciplined, or you can say controlled, because you have a lot of people, I mean, who are watching you, and you don't have that easy access to your neighborhood. Okay, so there could be from a different national, and in the sense, I mean, it's not your home, and you actually don't feel at home in a foreign world. So I understood that, and I felt that, and I felt complete freedom when I came back to India, Chennai. And it was a really wonderful freedom win, or probably I won that freedom. Okay, you could say that. So I really enjoyed it, and I don't want to lose that. So I didn't go
Wonderful.
back to I didn't want to go back to Dubai for studies. So we'll have more probably when you
Very
ask more questions about it.
Yes, yeah, very nice. I love the way you have your treasure, because I am one of them who does the same thing. So, it's not called rubbish, it's called treasure.
Treasure.
Because even when I used to collect, they say, what is this rubbish? It's not rubbish, it's really treasure to me. One person's trash is another person's treasure, right?
Treasure. Exactly.
Yeah. And even all those small things, I would collect the broken toys and all, and still I have them. I still have them, a small, a treasure box.
Treasure box, yes, and now my kids are behind that.
Oh,
I'm actually doing partition for my kids. I mean, with my treasure, but I stay very focused on that, and they don't find much value in that. In the sense, I mean, they lose it often. The interest that they have in getting it from me, they don't retain it. So I feel it very difficult because uh, they say in the sense, I mean, they comically give me a statement. I say, I mean, you have lost something which I held on with me for almost 35 years. Then they say, I thought it was new. It's 35 years old, right?
yes, I could relate
Okay,
that
yeah.
very well. It resonates with me. Very nice. And I'm glad today somebody has shared something which is close to my heart. That's very nice.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, sir. Dear sir, who has been your inspiration in life or your role model?
But it actually kept changing in the sense that when I was a kid, I mean, since I was shuttling between Dubai and India, I did not have a proper role model. But later on, I mean, when I came back to India, I had my principal. I mean, in the secondary school, I mean, which I joined. I mean, her name is Prem Dulari. She's not with us anymore. And she's been my inspiration. And the way she handles the session, in a sense, I mean, it's 45 minutes duration, but we would not feel that the time is moving. In a sense, I mean, she used to have us so engaged, and she used to take us to a fantasy world, virtual world, and she used to make us all as characters into the story. I mean, that she's narrating from the book. So I really got so inspired with her on her, and that is where, I mean, I got the love of the language, the English language, and I wanted to pursue more on that, and that is how I landed up getting my IELTS certification, TOEFL certification, and all that specialization on the language. And she actually motivates everyone, and she throws a lot of challenges on us. And like when she took a session on Shakespeare, I mean, it was a very small sonnet. She asked everyone in the class, have you created or probably coined any new word in English, or probably a mix of both the languages? In the sense, we actually do that, but her actual question actually triggered a lot of responses, and I said, this is a mix of Tamil and English, okay. I said, when we don't understand any math, or probably we're not able to identify, we say this sum is really qualifying.
Oh, what's
Okay.
that? Could you say
Yeah.
that?
Qualifying.
Qualifying.
Yeah. Qualifying means confusion.
Confusion.
Confusion, and fying is
Yeah, I
is
get
an
that.
English word. Okay. So
Yeah.
qualifying, and so I when I gave this, I mean, she was all praise for me. Okay. And she wanted more of also all such things. And then she asked me, what other things can you do? And she was the one, I mean, who gave us this challenge. Can you coin a word in which we have all letters of the vowels? Letters of the vowels. And we come across a lot of words that has all A, E, I, O, U in it. But we don't realize it. She actually wanted us to realize and be alive when we are using the words. And she throws a lot of challenges, like the vowels should be in sequence, or it should have the vowels in any order. So it actually created a lot of interest in that particular language. Okay, and I can say she was my role model until I completed my school or my graduation. And I also visit her very often. I mean, whenever she got the presidential award, I went and I wished her. I gave her a small memento. Okay, she refused it initially, but I said, I mean, I'll feel happy if you take it. Then she took it, and later on, I mean, I had a lot of mentors, I mean, in my college. So we can connect that, I mean, when we go to my higher education, my college. One such person is Mr. Shabir Ahmed. Okay, I mean the all other multi subjects or multidisciplinary activities, I mean that I do or that I have done is based on his inputs or how I saw him into multidisciplinary. I mean, you ask him questions from any topic, he will never say no, and he gives excellent explanation. Though as if he's completely studied that, he actually completely studied it. Only then, I mean, he was able to give you complete explanation on that. So that actually inspired me, and then I started researching about a lot of things that actually came into my mind, and I started getting deeper into all the subjects. So I felt I shouldn't stop with the normal definition. Let me go ahead with the application. Let me go ahead with what are the different types of things that it beholds. Okay. So that is how, I mean, I got my interest into various other topics and subjects.
Wonderful.
Yeah, two people, I mean, as I've said.
Great, very nice. Dear sir, how do we remember you? And why should people remember you?
You create an impact in their life. I mean, I follow, I mean, I'm sorry, I mean, I actually missed my father. I mean, he's been my sole role model, I mean, throughout. Okay, my father, the impact, or probably he's been one core soul, or probably the brain behind creating this Compass Clock consultancy, the tactic guide. I mean, this one, because
What's
he
all this about, sir? Could you just explain that for us? Like,
yes, yeah. My father, I mean, he got superannuated from Dubai, and he came to India, and he started meeting people, interacting with people, and he started adding impact into their lives, like connecting them with their livelihood. So he actually did this placement service as a service, and I do that as a profession. Okay. So he did not demand anything from the candidates, and he did not demand anything from the employer. And halfway going into his line, I do not charge anything from the candidates. But companies, I mean, if they are willing to provide me the placement fee, I charge from the companies. But I do this as a totally as a service, and that is where, I mean, I learned. And the impact of creating a livelihood for someone, I mean, I saw in my own eyes. I mean, they thank my father in the sense they see him as a virtual god, or they see him as a god. I mean, they say, if you have not given me that option, or probably if you not given my son this particular job, okay, we would not have survived till now. So giving a person a job, or giving a person a livelihood or a career, is something, I mean, that is beyond words, or what I could say. And even my blog, it also has the same caption. The right direction at the right person makes a big change, or probably help someone in a life. Okay. So we all have, or we all need some guidance, or someone, I mean, who can take us through where we have not been. Okay. If you have the knowledge, and if you have the resources, please open up to the people, I mean, who are actually in need of it. Okay. And coming into this era where information is pouring, and the entire internet is full of information, it takes only a few minutes for someone to research, because they have the knowledge and they know the path where the information available. Pick it and give it to them, and it totally depends upon their interest and their enthusiasm and passion to follow whatever you have informed. And from there on, I mean, if they ask you for something else, and if it is within your scope of work, or if within your scope of study, okay, and totally up to your principal. If you want to charge for it, you can charge for it going ahead, or you can just give him the access to the resources and let him pick it up from there.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. So if you get a moment where you have, not a moment also, I could put it in this way. If you get a few days, to take off from your professional space and chill out for some time, go to holiday destination with family or friends, which place that would be? What would you choose?
Which place? I mean, I can say two places. One is a spiritual place where everyone longs to go. It is Mecca. I would prefer to do Umrah and Hajj. I mean, if it is the time of Hajj, and if I get a vacation, and if I have all the resources, so that would be my first option. Okay, to go on a pilgrimage and spend more time in the holy place of Kaaba, which is in Makkah, and visit Medina, where our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is laid down. And apart from that, I mean, if you ask me for any other natural place or probably nature, I would like to go to on a trek, a forest, okay, forest where a virgin forest. I mean, if we can call it exactly, where people haven't been, to explore the beauty of the nature, and to appreciate the creations of God, and to go on a wild adventure, do campfire, and probably hunt and do barbecue lives, okay, with a water stream that is flowing. And I would like to be one with the nature, and I'm doing it. In the sense, I mean, on and off, I mean, I take some time away from my professional work, and I go on tours, and I've actually created my career in a way that, I mean, I go out. In the sense, I mean, recently I was in Kodaikanal. It's a hill station in south, and I did outbound training for them. And the best part is my entire trip is sponsored by the client. Okay, so and I get paid for the event that I do there. So it's like we call it in Tamil, கரும்பு சாப்பிடுறதுக்கு கூலி. Okay, you get paid to eat sugarcane.
Okay. Could you
Okay,
repeat
so
that once more? Karumbu?
கரும்பு சாப்பிடுறதுக்கு கூலி.
Karumbu.
Kuli is the wage that is being paid to eat sugarcane. Okay, someone gives you a sugarcane and he pays you money to eat it.
Eat, wonderful.
Yeah, in the sense, I mean, it's like getting double jackpot. Okay, so they invite you to a hill station and they pay you for everything. Okay, so we won't say no. And I've been to a lot of resorts in Goa, Cochin, Trivandrum. I've been to Khandala in Maharashtra. I've done outbound programs over there and lot many places. I'm looking forward to visit a lot of places, I mean, through this venture in my career.
Great, sir. Great. Thank you for sharing all of that. That's really very nice.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. What is that one thing that you love about yourself? You say, this is my core quality in me. I've identified it. Even if others have not, I know who I am. So what is that special thing you like in your own self?
I volunteer help and support. If someone is lacking, or probably if I feel that he requires some immediate knowledge sharing or immediate support, I don't hesitate a second. I mean, it could be either in the bus stop or railway, or anywhere. I mean, it could be. People say advice is not valued, or probably free advice is not valid. But I don't take it. Okay, so let me give what I have. Okay, it's totally up to him to receive or not. And even today, when you shared your challenge of power interruption and everything, I mean, it just struck my mind. Okay, I said, I mean, systems have UPS, and even the routers also have a new type of UPS probably. I mean, you can have, and you can overcome that challenge. So I read things, I start using things, and so if someone is not able to have access to it, or probably if someone is not aware of that, then I feel that it becomes my top priority or my responsibility to share that particular knowledge, which could be of immense help to him.
Wonderful.
So I voluntarily give advice. So that is what, I mean, I think I have, and I have identified, and I'm doing it.
Yes. Create awareness within yourself, and if you have that awareness, create it in others. Spread
Exactly.
the awareness.
Spread the awareness.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I really like this, this quality of yours. Very nice. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Dear sir, what if you win a big jackpot, a big lottery? What would you do?
A big jackpot. I was looking for winning a jackpot, I mean, right from my first stage of my career, but I haven't won a jackpot yet. Or probably, I mean, if I win a jackpot, now I mean, I've got a lot of friends, I mean, where I can invest and double or triple that money. Okay, so that is one part, I mean, where I will utilize it to earn more money through the money, I mean, that I won. And I've got various avenues where I would like to spend that on, because I day in and day out, I mean, I see people in the sense, I mean, I go for morning walks, or probably I walk for some any grocery or something. I see a lot of frustration, as well as a lot of sadness in people's face, I mean, whomever I encounter. And I see people rushing towards or chasing buses and trains to board them. So they actually struggle to make their ends meet. And I want to create a system, or probably I want to create a business model where I can rope in everyone and anyone, I mean, who wants to have a side hustle or probably a second income, and people who are not able to invest, or probably people who can give their time, so that, I mean, they can earn some benefits. I mean, there are a lot of MLM, I mean, which are not exactly aligned to people's requirement. I want to create some system, I mean, where we can pull in everyone's resources, I mean, whatever they have. If I have the jackpot, I mean, I can pull in my money for the public cause. And if there is a manufacturer, I mean, who can leverage on those and give the product at the bare minimal margin cost. So let the people take it, let them use it, or let them resell it, let them earn some profit out of it, and let them take their life at ease, in the sense, I mean, let them not rush for the work, let them go at ease, because they have a second income. So let them not be dependent only on one income. So I would utilize this for their livelihood. And I don't believe giving things for free. In the sense, I mean, they should there are people, I mean, who are really challenged and who cannot afford to work. Okay, so for them, I mean, we can give sadaqah, in the sense, I mean, we can give them what they desire. But there are people, I mean, who are really able to give their physical resources, I mean, their time, or probably their work that we give. So we can create a lot of livelihood, or I'm into a lot of these NGOs where we analyze a person's attitude, or probably his expertise, or probably we train him on any particular skill, and we invest on him. Okay, so for example, I mean, we got people, I mean, whom we have transformed into two-wheeler mechanics, and people, we have given them a push cart where they can have their stalls. Okay, the Kayendi Bhavan, we call it, I mean, stand and eat mobile tiffin centers. Okay, so we can identify people, we can create a lot of this kind of entrepreneurship development programs, and we can invest on those people, provided we have a system so that they repay. So I don't want to give those funds also as free. Okay, so I can give them as an interest-free loan, probably 6 months or 1 year or 2 year. Okay, they have to return the money, so that I can keep on rotating this money for whomsoever it requires. Okay, so only when they have the control, or the initiative, the principle that I have to repay what I received, only then when they will focus on earning. Okay, so I believe in that. So I think, I mean, this is what I have, and I hope you and we and everyone prays that I win a jackpot.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and we help more people.
Yes, very nicely put in. I like the way you said, I want to create a second source of income, a stream, like, a side hustle. It's really pathetic to see people rushing and dashing each other, and, wanting to make both ends meet. So I'd like them to have a much more relaxed life, concentrate on working, having a side income. Of course, being responsible again to give back, to get and to give back.
Give back.
Yes, and keep the
Exactly.
cycle rotating, the circle or the cycle of, give and take. That's really
Exactly.
very nice. I like that. And of course, sir, definitely, we really wish you win a jackpot very soon.
Sure. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. The next question coming up for us here is,
Mhm.
when you were a kid, you had best friends? Any of your best friends?
Yes,
Anybody?
yes,
Are they still connected with you today?
yes, yes, of course.
Would you like to name them today here?
Sure, yes, yes. His name is Abul Moideen, and he was the first person, I mean, whom I met after I came down from Dubai. So we joined sixth standard together. I was in sixth. We both were in sixth E. I still remember the section, sixth E, and our friendship is still continuing until now. And we didn't go to the same college, rather. So there's some personal issues, I mean, which happened to him. So we were not, we didn't have the opportunity to go college together. Okay, but other than that, I mean, if there is any function, we take the responsibility to invite the relatives or go to their friends, and I sit behind his father or his grandfather, and I go and invite relatives. And he also takes similar responsibility when we had some family occasions. And it was I could say it was a tough fight, I mean, that I had with my boss when I actually wanted to come down for his marriage. Okay, so it was very short, I joined that company. It was in Dubai, and I was not allowed to take leaves. But I said either I go on a leave or I resign my job. Okay, so I had this to put in, and I did not ask for any permission. I got my passport and I started traveling. And after 2 weeks, I went back. They made me sit in a bench for almost 3 4 days. Okay, then they gave me back my responsibilities. So that was, I mean, quite something, I mean, which I want to share. And the friendship is so deep, like if I feel something bad, or probably if I want to connect with someone, I mean, who can understand my feelings and emotions, I immediately get a call from him. Okay, so we just start talking. Okay, and then I share my grievances, or we don't call often. Okay, but there are some instances, I mean, which make us reach to the other. Okay, I just thought about you, probably, he also reciprocates. Even I wanted to talk to you, and then we have the conversation, and the conversation goes for hours together. Okay, and I also ask him for a lot of advice, because I feel him as my close compassionate member, and he knows my family, he knows what my mental makeup is, and he knows what my thought processes are, and he knows where I have to go rather than where I want to go. If the sense, I mean, more than me, he knows where I should be. Okay, so if I got an opportunity, or some career change, or some proposal, or probably some opportunities, I mean, that would be the exact word. I feel the best to is to discuss with him, and I share with him all the pros and cons, what all the advantages, everything, and then he analyzes that, and he says, don't go for it. And I don't have a second thought. Okay, I write to them or speak to them. I said, I mean, I'm not interested, or probably I cannot take up this at this moment. Okay, and it closes. And so some other things, I mean, he said, no matter what, try to grab this. So I fight, or probably somewhere, I mean, if I have to lobby, or probably do whatever it is, I try to grab that. So he's been my advisor, my friend, my mentor. He's someone, I mean, whom I cannot actually allow to miss in my life.
Wonderful.
Okay, wonderful. And it's been close to 90, almost 30 years, I believe. We've been together.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Great, sir. Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice. Dear sir, would you like to share a favorite quote of yours, or maybe a favorite proverb? Maybe in Tamil, it could be in English. Because you're good even in Tamil. I've seen you giving out like a lot of one-liners, if you could.
Exactly. I mean, we can say one thing, I mean, which I share often with my trainees, Vida Muyarchi Visvarupa Vetri. Okay. Vida Muyarchi means you strive and struggle. You strive and struggle, and that will definitely pay for you. Visvarupa Vetri means it would be a win, or the winning would be massive. If you strive and struggle, your outcome would be massive. It would be definitely better and greater than what you planned or imagined. Okay, so focus, struggle, and strive. The outcome would be massive. It actually it's a punch dialogue from a movie.
Great.
Okay, and I adapted it.
Yes, it's very true also. No? Keep the hard work going on, keep the smart work going on, keep
Exactly.
continuing, don't give up. Definitely you will get something, something's there very beautiful for you in future.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it will not be little, it will be just big.
Big.
Huge success. Wonderful, sir. So your favorite color and why?
Favorite color is purple. Purple, and
Royal color, very
yeah.
royal. Yes.
And I really don't know why I like it, but I like that color. Okay, I like that color, and but I don't like to wear that color. I just want to see that color, or probably see it. I mean, I should not wear it, but I don't like wearing it, but I want to see that. So purple,
Connected
and
to royalty.
could be. I mean, only now I'm getting to know that, I mean, purple is a royal color.
Yes. Yes. Wonderful. I like it. It's very nice. Beautiful color also. Dear sir, when you were a student, your favorite subject and why?
Language has been my favorite subject. So English, or Tamil for that matter, and the next subject would be science, because I actually wanted to ask, or ponder on why and how, and only science can answer why and how. Okay, so I enjoy the beauty of the language. Okay, the pun on the words, the all other the the literal meaning and the poetic meaning. So I really love that, and I also wrote a lot of poems in English as well as in Tamil. And science has always been close to my heart, and I try to create a lot of things, and I was fond of biology, and I still have my terrace garden, and I want to explore a lot of things, and I do. It's not actually professional tissue culture, but I keep tissue, I keep the seeds, I water it, I spray, and then I see the sprouts coming, and then I plant it in the soil. So I like all the science facts, and I have a glass jar, probably the transparent cups. Okay, I sow the seed in one side, and I see the germination grow, or probably the roots. So it's actually amazing, and I feel so happy when I see the saplings coming out, or probably the germination. Okay, so science has always been my favorite, apart from language. So language, I love the songs, and I try to understand different meanings of the lyrics. Okay,
So
what does the
as you
poet?
mentioned song, I'd like to interrupt. Would you like
Yes.
to sing for us? Would you like, no, would you oblige to sing one or two lines? Maybe in Tamil or English?
Yeah, I mean, this song, I mean, it actually struck my mind now. Okay, this is from some a medieval Tamil movie. Okay, it's like Tamara பூவுக்கும் தண்ணிக்கும் என்னைக்கும் சண்டையே வந்ததில்ல. It's like Tamara is lotus. Okay, lotus. Tamare பூவுக்கும் தண்ணிக்கும். Okay, the lotus leaves doesn't allow water to get into it. Okay, but still it remains in water. Okay, and the poet continues, தாமரை பூவுக்கும் தண்ணிக்கும் எண்ணெய்க்கும். எண்ணெய் is oil. Okay, so oil and water, it doesn't mix, but still they remain. Okay, so the language is like that. He relates the lotus leaf with water, and immediately water with oil, and oil with some other thing. So it actually goes in a sequence. So I love this lyrics, or probably this the way the language is being used by poets, and I appreciate that. I try to memorize those songs. Okay, and I also try to use it during my sessions or conversations, okay, on creative skills, whenever I come across audience, I mean, who really like to connect with all this.
Wonderful. Even I
Yeah.
like the way when you said the lotus, the leaves, the oil, they are there, but they're not mixed. They don't mix up and merge together, but of course they are there together.
They're together,
Like,
yes.
That's, we could feel their presence.
Exactly.
Wonderful. I like that. Very nice. Beautiful, sir. Dear sir, are you a great listener or a speaker or both of these?
I would say we can say 60 and 40. I'm a listener 60%, and I'm a speaker 40%. Okay, I love to listen. I love to read a lot, and I love to learn from different speakers, and on how they use the words and how they try to impact people with the language. Okay, and I try to use them wherever I get an opportunity. And if they ask me for any particular session, I think a while. I really don't step in and jump in that I want to give, or probably I don't create opportunities for my speaking sessions. Or probably, I mean, if there is any session where I can participate as a participant, learn from them, I give more importance to that. So I like to gain more knowledge, and probably it's not that I'm stingy in giving out knowledge, but I want to uh, learn more from people. And by God's grace, I'm also getting a lot of opportunities where I get the time to dissipate or give out my knowledge to people. So I'm a listener, and I even since morning, I mean, whenever I get time, I listen to a lot of speeches on YouTube, or probably I listen to podcasts and a lot of various other medias.
Great, great. Very nice. What can I get from the other person? What is their style? What is their unique style? How it could influence me? How could I use it personally in my own, profession, or maybe in my personal life? Very nice. And even I do that. Even I do, from who I can learn at least something.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you'll be really surprised and amazed that this person has this, and I didn't know this all this time. So I was unaware of it. Now I've got to know it from this particular individual or personality or maybe trainer. I have the same thing. I resonate with you very well.
Sure. So yes, good.
Yeah. Dear sir, I have a cup in my hand.
Sure.
And I'd like you to look at this cup. Like this cup says, we need an answer from you.
Yeah.
How is your cup? Is it half full, half empty, or is it full to the brim? Or is your cup of life overflowing? How do you feel life is for you?
No regrets or no complaints. Life is good for me. I really thank God for everything, I mean, that has given me. So no regrets. And I've got a beautiful wife, loving kids, and my parents are really excellent. So they've given me all that, I mean, that I have so far. And I really have a good bunch of friends, in the sense professional as well as personal, who are always ready to tolerate my nonsense. Okay, so I'm really gifted for that. Okay, and there are few friends, I mean, with whom I speak only nonsense. Okay, especially Aval. Okay, Aval Mardin, and later, I mean, we cherish the moments. Okay, so we speak all nonsense, and we cherish those moments. So these are all gifts that I should be thankful for God, I mean, that yes, blessed me with. Yeah, as such, I mean, there is no regrets. And going back to the question that you asked me, if at all, I mean, I have bagged any jackpot, okay, some huge lump of money, probably. So I feel that maybe I have not ventured into any particular association, or rather, at times, I mean, I feel that I have not utilized my competency to the maximum, where I could earn more money, where I can leverage that to people, I mean, who are actually in need. So when someone asks me for some investment or for some monetary help, I take some time to analyze what is my situation, and I try to support them with advice, or probably where they can source money from, because financially I'm not that good at the moment to support someone else. So that is one area where I feel that I should have been better, in the sense I was following my passion. Okay, so I came out from a regular employment. Okay, and since I followed my passion, psychologically and emotionally, I'm happy. Okay, so if you take my profit or balance statement, I'm happy. But the moment when I see that I'm unable to help someone, that is where I think that I should have stuck onto a job, I mean, which could have paid me well. So that is the only regret I have. But except that, no regrets. I'm always thankful to God Almighty, and I feel I should be blessed in the same way throughout. And as such, health also is very good, fantastic. So no regrets. Yeah.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Dear sir, there's a little question here.
Yeah.
If at all you were being blessed with a superpower by the Almighty or the universe, what superpower would you choose to have?
There are many things, I mean, that I actually want.
One.
Is it only one?
Only one. What would that be?
Only one. In the sense, being an entrepreneur. So I would tend to go on that particular line, or probably I would want to know what people actually want in their life, that they can actually pay for it. In the sense, any product or any one service, okay, which I can develop, and I can cater the people, and through which I can make a huge amount of money. Okay, so I want to understand the mindset or the thought process of people, and what they actually want. So that would be the superpower that I would need, and how to take that challenge or a requirement into a product, and do some selling and marketing, and make money. I don't want the superpower to steal money. I want what the people want, to cater them and earn money through them.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yes, sir. Definitely you will be blessed with a superpower like that very soon.
Sure.
Inshallah, in the name of God, definitely you will, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Dear sir, how many languages could you converse in, sir?
Tamil is my mother tongue. Okay, so English is my passionate language, and Hindi, I've learned Hindi. Hindi was my second language since I was studying in Dubai. I had to learn that language. So I'm equally conversant in English, Hindi as well. So these three languages, I can read, write, speak, and write poems as well. Okay, and Arabic is a language, I mean, which I cannot live without. Okay, so I have learned that language to read Quran and to recite Quran. And since I was in Dubai, I was able to communicate in Arabic as well. Okay, and since Hindi and Urdu have similar pronunciation, except the Libi, the characters, so I can speak and understand Urdu. I can read Urdu a bit, and Malayalam and Telugu I can understand a bit. Okay, and I can barely converse. I mean, in the sense, I mean, I can ask for food, or I can ask for location. Okay, I can understand. Okay, but if someone speaks, I'll be able to interpret what that is. Okay, because I stayed in Andhra for quite some time. Okay, so, I was posted in Andhra. That would be exact. And Malayalam, I mean, it is one of the second language of the world. Wherever you see, wherever you go, you find Malayalis there, and they have similar words. So Malayalam is easy to understand, probably if you're a Tamilian.
Wonderful.
So we can say
So,
5.
yes, that's really nice. I guess you're a polyglot, like having a knowledge of lot of these languages, right? That's very nice. And I try to learn Malayalam. I haven't been able. I've tried, but I'm not able to. I just
Okay.
can't get the words right.
Okay.
Maybe a little of Tamil and Telugu and Hindi and English and everything, but not Malayalam. So I hope that I'll be able, because you say everywhere it's spread across the world, right?
Yes, yes, you can find Malayalis everywhere.
Dear sir, would you like to share 2 sentences in Hindi? Or one nice kahawat you say, or maybe a poem which you have written. Hindi में हो जाए थोड़ा सा?
हो सकता है, लेकिन अभी फिलहाल इस वक्त नहीं हो पाता, लेकिन जो भी गाना मुझे पसंद है वो तो मैं गा सकता हूँ.
ठीक है, गा लीजिए. You please गा दीजिए, not गा लीजिए. गा दीजिए हमारी. Please sing that song for us.
Sure. I एक गाना मुझे बहुत पसंद था. फिलहाल आई मीन जब ये मूवी रिलीज हुआ था, मैं हैदराबाद में था. आई वाज हैंडलिंग अ ट्रेनिंग सेंटर देयर. दिस इज फ्रॉम I don't remember the movie there. Okay, Salman Khan was the lead actor and Aishwarya Rai was there. Okay, तड़प तड़प पे इस दिल से आग निकलती रही, मुझको सजा दी प्यार की, ऐसा क्या गुनाह किया तो लुट गए, हाँ लुट गए, तो लुट गए हम तेरी मोहब्बत से. So this is one movie I really like. There's a lot of pitch high, comes low. It actually explains his emotion in this song.
Yes.
So I really love this movie as well as this song, and a lot of other movies. I mean that I love. The sense the Sajan movie where Madhuri Dixit sings the song. It's not coming up. Probably when I get that, I mean I'll give that as a surprise song to you later.
Yes, I actually wanted to hear how you converse, or maybe you could say something in Hindi, and you're very good at it. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great, sir. Great. So would you like to share today on this platform and alert all the audience, our virtual audience and our guests, any 2 red flags in life to stay safe, to stay safe?
To stay safe in the sense, don't keep your data on all the time in your mobile phone. So that is something, I mean, which everyone is not aware about. Okay, so have your data on only when you're using your mobile phone. So that is something, I mean, I really want people to alert. And do not in the same line, do not download or install any files, I mean, that is being shared by anyone through email or WhatsApp. Because if you have any file that ends with extension APK, okay, APK, do not install that, because a lot of applications which are developed which can harm you, or which can give access to your mobile to a third party or the actual developer of that particular application, and you will lose all control of your mobile, and they'll have complete access of your mobile, in the sense your calls, your SMS, your logins, and even switching on and switching off your mobile as well. So it is that critical. Okay, so this is something that...
Requesting you to repeat again what you've been sharing now, once again, for the benefit of our audience, for our guests, and of course me as well. Kindly repeat it once more.
Sure.
Share.
So there are a lot of hacking that is happening, or probably a lot of cyber crimes that been happening through mobile phones, or probably through bytes that is being laid by cyber attackers, okay, or cyber criminals for that matter. Okay, WhatsApp is a very easy mode. Okay. So if you receive any message from any file that ends with an extension APK, okay,
APK.
APK,
APK.
yeah, Alpha, Papa, and Kilo, APK, okay. Like how we have the extension for Microsoft Word as DOCX or DOC or PDF file for that matter. Okay, this is an extension called as APK. So do not install these files, as these could cause more harm than what you actually think. Okay, they can have complete access of your mobile. So right from switching on and switching off your mobile, or probably keeping your mobile off, but still it could run a lot of applications in the background. So you can switch off your mobile, but the mobile will not actually switch off. Okay. So there's a lot of things, I mean, that goes in deep into this. The thing that I actually wanted to inform you is, do not engage in any conversation with anyone who is unknown or a stranger on WhatsApp or email. Do not click on any link which comes from a stranger, and do not install any application which comes from a stranger. Dot. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And if and all you have the option, go to WhatsApp and report this user. Okay, you have that option in WhatsApp, and you have a similar option in your Gmail or any other mail. Okay, report spam or report this. Okay, you have an option. Please do that, so that the further infection through that person is restricted by these major operators. So WhatsApp will take serious action. It can block that particular user, or it can block that particular number. And email, in the sense, it can block that particular email, and he'll not be able to email anymore. If and all, he creates a new email ID. There's always possibilities, but you do your part from your side. Report
Thank you
abuses.
very
Yeah,
much.
you're
Sir.
welcome.
Very nice. Thank you, sir. Very much. Much appreciated, and we are very thankful for this beautiful sharing that you have done today on this platform. Thank you very much for alerting us. Dear sir, the next question coming up is...
And I think I gave you only one, so let me give you another. Okay, you asked me for two red
Yes.
alert. Yeah, right. Do I have time?
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Okay, the other thing is, do not buy things that you don't actually want. Okay, so and stop doing window shopping. Okay, unless and until you want something really badly. Okay, you can switch off all the notification of almost all apps. Okay, so nothing in this world is free, and these people, they just what do we say, lure you to buy things. Okay, and if and all you have the option, install applications only when you want to buy things. Okay, so I really don't get into all this apps. Though I'm a software developer, I see all these applications only to get the features. Okay, and I'm a very hard uh, uh, I'm very hard to influencers. Okay, so I do not get compelled by influencers. So I've had a what do we say, I really burnt my fingers with all of things that I actually bought, which I did not have. So I've stopped all that. Enough. I really do not buy anything, and I take at least a week to analyze, and if I really need it, I buy it. Otherwise, I don't. So that is one thing that I actually want to share with people.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
So kind of, to alert the public, to alert everyone, to stay safe, don't overbuy, not even window shopping, and, keep your mobile data like switch off the data at certain times. And only you have that application or that app if you're going to buy something. And above all, analyze, take time to
Exactly.
analyze things. I love the way you put all of that very, cautiously, correctly. Thanks for the wisdom, sir. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Thank you.
Yes, dear. Dear sir, in just 2 lines, could you just tell me, is India and the world giving sufficient of importance to mental health? Or do we need to give more importance and prioritize it?
We
In
have
2
to
or 3
give
lines.
more importance to mental health. I could say a small instance. Like, I mean, I recently gave this on a mental health webinar. Okay, I stopped reading newspapers for the last 4 years, and we do not have a television at home. Okay, and we do not feel any impact of COVID, because when you actually go away, or probably when you stop listening to the actual mainstream media that actually promotes your mental health. Okay, so if and all people are interested in promoting the public mental health, they should give positive news, or probably they should take all the scenarios in a positive way, appreciate people or motivate people, or share news, I mean, that is actually motivating, instead of uh, cooking up stories, or probably giving unreliable statistics or facts, or keeping people always in the panic mode. That doesn't promote health, mental health. And the option should be given to people. Okay, like it's totally up to the individual. If they want to have news, they have a lot of avenues, and I do have a lot of apps. I select the news and then I read whatever I want. So I don't get into the news that is thrown at me. Okay, so
Selective.
Selective.
Very nice. A mature person is always selective, you know. That's really nice. You have many things to choose, so choose rightly, and of course, live a beautiful life. Our celebrity and guest is really a wonderful person with lots of knowledge and wisdom, and of course, experience as well. Dear sir, we'd love to have you once more on this session on the Fab Talks to share more about especially cybersecurity, because I think you have a lot to share.
Sure. Yes, looking forward to it.
Would you
Yeah.
oblige today?
Sure, definitely, yes.
Okay. Hey friends, sir has already, given his consent. So we're going to have sir once more with us to share everything that he knows about cybersecurity. And of course, apart from that, many other beautiful things he has to share. We will definitely invite sir once again. Dear sir, could we go with this one last question? Constructive criticism. How would you like to answer this? Constructive criticism. Should we be open to it? There are a few people who are not open to it. And even we have a few suicides, if just because that person checked me on so and so, taking it too personally and even ending their lives. So how do we deal with constructive criticism? Could you just from your perspective share that, sir?
Constructive criticism, I mean, if you know the person well and if you know how he behaves, then you can give him an advice, or you can criticize him the way he would be obliged to change, or because I've handled a lot of people. I've got a lot of subordinates, or probably I have got a lot of experience in a corporate as well as in a public environment, and I feel that motivating people and giving them an advice based on the motivation will actually create a lot of change. Okay, so I would like to end this up with a similar note. In the sense, I mean, this is actually a hadith. In the sense, I mean, that actually I came across. Okay, so this is about Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's grandchildren, Hassan and Hussein. Okay, so they were very young. Okay, in the sense, I mean, they could be 8 or 9 at that time, and they see a elderly person who's not performing certain religious activities the right way. Okay, and they feel that they have to teach him the right way. Okay, and they go to him and they say, brother, it's actually Islamic brotherhood, so they call him as brother. Okay, we both have some ambiguities, we both have some clarifications. Okay, I say it has to be done in this way, and he says it's not that. Okay, so can you observe us both? Okay, and say who does it the right way. Okay, and they do that. It's actually ablution, the washing of face and hands before we pray. Okay, and this person sees both of them, and he actually understands that it's actually a lesson for him. Okay, and he thanks both of them, and he says, I will perform it the way your grandfather has taught you and the other people. Okay, I'll show that I'll follow the right way. Okay, so that is the reason why I came into this experiential learning. Experiential learning is where people identify what is the wrong that they are doing, and they try to amend it, and then they try to apply what is the right way and find better results. Okay, and I've learned, I've gained a lot of positive results, I mean, through this experiential learning methodology. So I give them a challenge, I give them the required props. I do not interfere with their thought process at all. Okay, it's totally up to you to identify, decode, and come back with a solution. Then they identify, then they come back. Oh yes, I've been doing this thing wrong in my career as well as in my profession. Let me try to correct it, and they open up, and that is where, I mean, they have a paradigm shift, and from there on, they catch the right bus and they reach the right place. Okay, so I stopped correcting people through words. Okay, and I follow the Prophet's way of life on how to teach people the right way. And moreover, if someone makes any mistake, I do not correct them publicly. I don't correct them in front of everyone. Okay. I take some time. I ask them who it was, and I get a one-on-one. And if and all, I create an opportunity where I can meet them face to face. I do not correct them over phone because we don't know what kind of situation he's in. Maybe he could be, as you said, I mean, he could be at the verge of taking his life, and my call might have added value or probably poured oil on the fire. Okay. So I ensure that I meet him in person, or I create an environment, or probably I connect with someone who knows him well. I ask him who is that, and they give him, I know him, I know this person. I felt he could have used this particular pronunciation, or I felt, I mean, this has been mispronounced, or he could have done this way. I felt the statistics is not right. Can you convey this to him? Or probably, if and all he wishes, I can have a one-on-one session with him. So I extend that option also. When which, I mean, if that person really wants to know what is the right way, I extend that my time also for him. So this is what I believe is constructive criticism. And this generation, millennials, they are not open to any criticism at all. And I find it very difficult to handle my kids as well. Okay, so they're not open to any criticism, and immediately when we say something, they take it in a negative way. Probably they take it different. Okay, so we'll have to travel with them. You'll have to understand what they actually want. Then you will have to indirectly, or probably you can never be sarcastic with them. So that is what, I mean, I've learned. Okay, sarcasm does not work with them, and they really take it offensive. Okay, then I tell them, had you done this on that day, it could have saved a lot of time for us. So probably we could have not wasted that many resources. So that itself hits them only 20%. Okay. So you have to be very diplomatic when you're handling Gen Z, the millennials.
Yes, very nice. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
sir.
you're
So we
welcome.
come to an end to the main round of the interview. We just have 5 minutes to go with the rapid fire round. If I may take 5 minutes more from you, sir.
Sure, please. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The answers should be either in 1 word or 2 words.
Okay.
It's a rapid fire round. We'll be very quick. Within 5 minutes, we'll end up the session.
Okay.
I understand I've taken a lot of time from you. Thank you very much
You're
for being
welcome.
very patient and polite. Thank you. Dear sir, you like chocolates, cakes, or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Strawberry flavor, chocolate flavor?
Strawberry.
Summer, winter, rainy, spring, autumn season?
Rainy.
Land, water, air, traveling?
Traveling. Land.
You love to stay city, village, or town?
Village.
When you help others, do you expect something in return? Yes or no?
No.
Your idea of a perfect day in 1 word?
Sleep well.
Oh, great. Are you a good cook? Yes or no?
Yes.
Your favorite recipe's name?
Biryani.
Great. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Early bird.
You love salty food, sweet stuff, or spicy stuff?
Spicy.
Is it only money? Is it only happiness, or both?
Both.
Are you an introvert, an extrovert, or an ambivert?
You can say ambivert.
When you're alone, all to yourself, you're connected to your thoughts. Where do your thoughts take you? Into the past, or it's taking you into the future, or you're connected to your present?
It's a mix.
Lovely answer.
Yeah.
The truth is, it's a mix, because I get different answers on this platform. But today's answer is unique, and the first time you've given this answer, it's a mix of all. In fact, that is the truth, I guess. Very true. So you like socializing or me time?
Me time.
You're a great thinker, doer, or both?
Both.
Street smart or book smart?
Book smart.
Fresh fruits, fresh salads, or fried food?
Fried food.
Home cooked food or food ordered from out?
Home cooked food.
You like to spend time, I know this answer, I guess, if I'm not wrong, a beach or a forest? You would like to spend time?
Forest.
Yes, I had that in mind because you already shared initially,
Yes, yes.
right? Yes, sir. You'd like to drive a four-wheeler or ride a two-wheeler or just go by walk?
Nowadays, I prefer walk.
Yes, sir. One last question. You enjoy reading a book with music or separately?
Separately.
You don't like to mix both of them?
No.
Okay. So with this, we come to an end of this session. But of course, we want you once more on this platform to share more. There are many more questions to be asked and clarified, and a
Sure.
lot of knowledge to be taken out from you. Tap out the knowledge from you to share it with all of us,
Sure, definitely.
especially me and our team, and of course the virtual audience as well. We have one last question.
Sure.
Request.
Yes.
Dear friends, we all know that there are 3 magical words in the world passed on from one generation to another. Please, sorry, and thank you. We constantly use them every now and then. Apart from these 3 magical words, we request our celebrity and guest today to share 3 more positive words. Any 3 positive words from your side, sir? Mr. Thameem Ansari, please.
Positive words. I would like to say the thing that I used to relate with my trainees. I can do it. God is always with me. I'm a winner.
Great. Thank you so much, sir.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
very much. Thank you very much. Of course, I would like to still continue and take a little more time of yours, but I know you are a busy person. You have a lot of projects on hand. And thank you for your time and
You're
hoping to
welcome.
see you very soon.
Sure.
Once more on the International Fabtalks.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for taking me back to the memory lane. And probably it was a visit back to my past and the food and everything that I really like. And it was actually a wonderful journey with you. I'm looking forward to have another travel with you. Sure. Thank you so much. Yeah. And I really thank my ex-colleague, Dr. Salim, who's actually introduced you and got me onto this platform. And a great thanks to him as well.
Yes, I too would like to thank Mr. Salim for being a part of our journey and for connecting us and for being nice to each one of us.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Dear
welcome.
friends, with this, we sign off from the International Fab Talk Show for today. We really thank our guest for giving all that he has with him. And of course, he's going to share more with us in the coming days. Stay tuned and stay safe. God bless.
Bless everyone.